Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahachadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, and the Acumen Aquaf that might be listening to this lesson on today. This is your brother Abad Yikba coming through with another quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the title of my lesson is We Must Keep Watch. Now, watch is defined as an act or instance of carefully observing someone or something over a period of time. Now, when it comes to us in this truth, what we're watching for is we're watching for the prophecies to be fulfilled, for the things that is going to happen before Yahweh Shai comes back. We're watching and we're paying attention to the things that are coming about, the events that are happening, and the things that are catching our eye as far as furthering along this journey that we've been on since we began in this truth. And what came about and what hit the headlines today was the TikTok by DJT. And I'm abbreviating things because I don't know what will cause strikes or whatever. But we all know the infamous tweet, that kind of talks about tonight and what we need to be abreast of, and to make sure that our minds are stayed upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of hours. We don't know what's going to happen, but we always have to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. And knowing these scriptures, it keeps us in the mindset of looking towards the kingdom, knowing that we are patiently waiting Yahweh Shai's return. And we know that things have to happen and we're enduring. But just to hear, the basic so-called warning that happened this morning and that we're being watchful and mindful of tonight, this lets us know that we're close, that we're almost out of here, and we just have to endure just a little while longer. We are close, and we just want to make sure that we are mindful of the things that will and are going to come to pass. It's going to get bad. It's going to get worse. It's not just going to be the gas prices. It's not just going to be the famine of food, the famine of word. It's going to be a multitude of things. You got martial law, concentration camps, things that we know that are going to happen that we just have to have our mind stayed upon, but also making sure that we don't look over things that are giving us clues as to what's happening ahead. Now, once again, it was a warning that was sent out, and as far as giving a time limit of things to happen. If not, then there will be some type of retaliation, not retaliation, but there will be some sort of aggression on our end happening overseas. So we have to make sure that we're paying attention and that we're making sure that we are listening and learning and also watching and praying. And without further ado, I'm going to go into my scriptures. Like I said, it's going to be a quick hit. And I'm coming from Mark 13 and 33. And it reads, it says, "Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is." So we have to make sure that we're staying on guard. We have to make sure that we're staying alert. Make sure that our eyes are on the prize, that we constantly and consistently are paying attention to the headlines, the things that are coming about, but knowing that we have to be we have to use our discernment with that, because there are many things that they say that are happening that are not actually happening, and things that are being done that they're trying to hide. So we have to make sure that we stay alert and we stay on guard, because we don't know when this is going to be up, but we know that we're close just by the prophecies themselves. And knowing that, with the Spirit being upon us and knowing that we're in this truth sincerely, that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to lead us astray. He's going to keep us on that narrow path of righteousness, and we just have to continue to do our part and continue to warn, blow the trumpet, but also do the works. Keep our hand on the plow and not look back, not worry about this world, not be carnal, not be led by our flesh, but be led by the Spirit. And once again, I'm going to go into another scripture, and it's from Luke. It's Luke 21:36, and it reads, it says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." So we should always be on watch, and we should always be, and the consistent thing about these two scriptures is that we should be watching and praying. There's a scripture that says, "Pray without ceasing," and we should always be praying. We should always be mindful that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has our back, but we have to be in constant communication with him. We have to let him know that we believe in him, and that we trust in him, and that we have faith in this truth, and not our own selves. Because a lot of people can doomsday prep. They can gather up food. They can have generators. They can have all these things. But when the time comes, you're going to need Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's none of these things, material things, are going to be able to protect you or provide for you like Yahweh Shem Yahushua has always done. Even when we were coming out of Egypt in Exodus, Yahweh Shem Yahushua provided. It wasn't us that provided for ourselves. It was Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we have to make sure that we're continually watching, but also praying and having that constant communication with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because that's where our strength lies, not in ourselves. Colossians 4:2 reads, it says, "Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving." So we need to, once again, it's prayer that is in the scripture, and we need to make sure that we're praying. And a lot of times we get busy. A lot of times we are involved in a multitude of things, whether it be our family, whether it be our works, or things that we have to do as men. But we have to make sure that we're praying. We have to make sure that our prayer life is in order, because if not, then we'll be uncovered when that time comes. And we have to make sure that we're continuing in prayer, and then we're watching, that our mind is alert when things are happening, and that we're not sleeping, because it's high time to wake up out of sleep. We have to be aware of what's going on, because without us being tapped in, we can lose sight, or we can not be in the right position and be equipped when things happen. And we have to be equipped, because we know that the devil is looking to destroy us. He's not trying to allow us to reach the finish line. He wants to destroy us. He wants to separate us from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He wants us to do fleshly and carnal things. He wants us to be worldly. So we have to also make sure that we're alert in our mindset and focused on the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I'm going to end off in Romans 13:11, and it reads, it says, "And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed." So that lets us know that we don't have any time left to be lazy or slowful if that was us. We don't have time to say, "Oh, I could put it off till tomorrow," because we don't know if we'll see tomorrow. We're not even promised that. We don't have the ability to let something wait. Everything is on go. We're on go time right now, because I think a brother had put forth a lesson to say it's go time. But with that being said, we know that it's time out for everything else. We need to be focused. We need to be ready, and we need to be observant. We need to be on watch, and we have to because if not, then we'll end up like the 2/3. And we're hopeful. All of us are desiring to be on those chariots with Yahushua, and we're hopeful, but we have to make sure that we're also preparing for the times. And like I said, that warning, and we all know warning comes before destruction, whether it goes about or not tonight, we have to make sure that we are mindful and that we're on watch and that we're prepared and ready, because we don't know what's going to happen in these next couple of days. We don't know what's going to happen in these next couple of hours. But all we know is that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has never left us nor forsaked us, and he's never led us astray. And he's not a man that he should lie. So we know that he's going to cover us, he's going to be there for us, and he's going to protect us. So with that being said, I pray that all were listening were edified. And as always, in the conclusion of my lessons, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ohakadash. Until my next lesson, Shalom.